Welcome back, beautiful people. Today we're closing out our Black Excellent Now series for Black History Month.
Yeah, and we want to end it the same way we have lived it. Honoring the past, celebrating the present, and investing in the future. So take a look at this clip right here.
And don't make the mistake that most of your mothers and fathers made. When I wake up in the morning, my prayers, and I thank God I woke up, the Ku Klux Klan woke up this morning. The drug pushers woke up this morning. I thank God that I made another 24 hours in the most vicious, nasty, hateful, insane nation that's ever existed, with my wits, without hating, without being bitter, and without being mean. And I thank God that I survived 24 hours in that type of atmosphere, with the type of amusement and friendliness. And so I would say to young folks, don't be in a state of denial of the racism and sexism, but don't let that block you. Don't teach your children that you have to be twice as good as a white. That's an awful thing to teach your child. That's like saying because you're black, white America has a right to change your dollar for 94 cents. But we used to get 50 cents, and before that we used to get nothing. Young folks have to say, we don't want more change for $1. Excuse me, we want a full dollar's change for $1, or this cash register will never ring again.
Yes.
I would also like for young blacks to understand that about 83% of all employment happen with small businesses. And excuse me, if you don't have a small business, then you have nobody to work for you. And I would say to young blacks, get into entrepreneurship. We will never catch up with white America till we get into business, because there's a thing called tax write-offs. And if you have a job and come together, 10 of you, and open up a corporation and have somebody run it, you hiring somebody to run it, but you have tax write-offs. 98% of people that fly first class on airplanes would not be there if that wasn't a write-off. And yet, on that first class, they gave away last year $800 million, almost $1 billion of free whiskey. But if a welfare mother asked for some apple juice for the baby, she's laughed at. And so I would say entrepreneurship, and then understand that we will never survive as a group until we get into communities and not neighborhoods. A community is, I control the police, the banks, the schools, the firefighters, and I control the flow of the money. And I have no problem when I go in a Jewish neighborhood and the shop owners are Jewish, and I go into an Italian neighborhood and the shop owners are Italian. I have a problem when I come in a black neighborhood and the shop owners is not me. A Korean has a right to come in and buy my shop for $30 million more than it's worth. That's good business. But if we decide that we're not going to do business with that one, then he'll have to sell it back, or she'll have to sell it back to a black person for $1 million. Yes. And then the money circulates, and that's how you change. We've been so busy dealing with the hurt and the pain and the misery and glamorizing a hand few that have made it, that we have never really looked at, like they say, your role model. If you haven't got a role model in your house, you should fall on your knees and pray to God, because something is wrong.
Yes.
And so I would say to young folks, it's not about alcohol, but it's hard for me to say that to you when a 5-year-old got to reach past mama's beer and papa's wine to get some mayonnaise. I would also say to young folks that the number one drug that will wipe you out is not cocaine, it's not heroin, it's marijuana, and they deliberately make that a recreation drug, but it stays in the muscles, it stays in the blood, and it will wipe out your memory bank. And also, this is the first time in the history of TB that TB has always been known as poor folks. It's the first time that TB is not running rampant in the ghetto. It's running rampant in middle-income white America because it's the marijuana that they spray, and that's no accident. And so I would just say to young folks, you have to reevaluate everything you've been taught. I would say to the black folks that just because a black person is 90 years old don't mean they have wisdom, and you need to listen to them, because if you was dumb and stupid when you was 9, you dumb and stupid when you 90.
2 mansions, 35 creators with billions of views between them, and most importantly, they're all black. Meet the ATL's hottest and newest industry.
Welcome to the influencers of Atlanta.
As the nation's racial conscience receives a gut check, the fight for equality is as prevalent as ever.
Say her name!
Americans taking to the streets and using their platforms to speak out against police brutality and for social equity. Now, it's about inequality on social media platforms. These kids, without even realizing it, are on the front lines in the fight for who goes viral.
Do you feel like it's your job to put black influencers on the map?
It is, yeah. And because it's a struggle, you know, just like it's been a struggle for the black culture for many, many, many years. Sometimes they aren't given opportunities, so we have to fight for those opportunities. A lot of black creators don't really get a lot of credit that they deserve. We be working hard, and I know a lot of other black creators be working hard.
The Valid and Collab Cribs are taking back the narrative of online ownership and credit. The man in charge, 33-year-old Keith Dorsey. He manages both cribs.
When we talk about these content houses, usually we're pointing to places like Los Angeles or Dallas.
Right.
Why do this here? Why Atlanta?
Instead of us going to LA where we have to fight for a table, let's build our own table here in Atlanta. And a lot of them have already kind of started.
Since setting roots down in Atlanta this fall, it hasn't been easy.
We have to technically fight for a lot of the opportunities that we have. Even the ones we have now, it took a lot of work and a lot of explaining. A lot of tears and like, please, we're here.
Between both houses, the average age is barely 20 years old, with over 14 million followers and over 360 million likes. Valid Crib began organically in a group chat run by best friends
That my best friend.
and TikTok stars Devin Harris and Adrian Harding, aka That Guy Dev and Bro is Funny.
I knew over time as we kept gradually like adding more people to the group chat, I was like, everybody in our group is actually funny. Like that's how we all integrate with each other.
I finally quit my job, started making some money. And that's when I started taking it serious, like, okay. Then I moved to ATL, then I met Adrian.
They showed me around their house, which naturally doubles as a content studio.
This is kind of the area where y'all are creating. My favorite color is probably like the pink one though. It's kind of, I like it a lot. We ready for doomsday. So all the people out there.
So we're an hour outside downtown Atlanta. We're headed to the Collab Crib.
31 miles down the road,
What's going on, man?
Keith's brainchild, Collab Crib, a super group of influencers from comedians and actors to singers and dancers.
We in the future now. Like social media, the future, everybody on TikTok, Instagram. If you're not on it, what are you doing?
The first way that influencers monetize is through ads. They post ads for different products on their page. Another way that influencers monetize is through launching their own products. There's the whole Patreon and subscription model, so a lot of influencers will use different platforms that kind of generate recurring revenue.
How much can somebody stand to make?
Let's say if someone has 500,000 followers and they get 200,000 views per post, they could make anywhere from, 2,000 on the low end to 5,000 on the high end.
Wow.
They're monetizing everything. I mean, especially when you're a small creator, sometimes you might even charge for shout outs. Somebody wants a happy birthday message, you can charge for that. Somebody wants you to comment or like their picture on Instagram, you can charge for that. You can kind of monetize every single aspect of your personal brand in your life.
So when it came time to build the brand, it just had to be Atlanta.
Atlanta's definitely next. And we got a lot of potential here in Atlanta too.
It's like a black LA.
Yeah.
Black Hollywood.
Yeah, it's a Black Hollywood, literally.
Definitely Black Hollywood.
We hear the phrase Black Hollywood all the time when talking about Atlanta. What does that mean?
It means that if you want to find success in the entertainment industry and you're not interested in going to a big city like New York or LA, you can find similar or even better success here in Atlanta.
Culture reporter and local Naja Parker says Atlanta's influence has existed for generations.
Tell me about some of the biggest entertainers, some of the biggest names to come out of Atlanta.
TLC comes to mind, Usher comes to mind, T.I. comes to mind, Killer Mike comes to mind, Ludacris comes to mind, Tyler Perry is a huge name that comes to mind, and it's the biggest consortium of HBCUs in the city, and a lot of celebrities and civil rights leaders have come out of those institutions.
A lot of Black influencers have found that they really have been at a disadvantage in LA. A lot of the biggest creator houses in LA are all white or dominated by white creators.
With pioneering a new space comes the pressure to get it right.
We got one shot at this, only one shot to show the entire world what we can do. And it's not only just for us, it's going to change it for everything in Atlanta.
Keith was determined, and any one of these creators will tell you, whether it's collab or valid, they wouldn't be here without him.
Keith is the man.
That's the big
with
M.
the plan.
That's
man
the big M.
with the plan. Keith is the man that really has everything set up for us.
He's been looking out for me from the beginning. Really like the mastermind. He's a leader.
He's big bro.
Yeah.
Every one of them said they would not be here. They would not be doing this in this way without you. What does that mean to you, man?
It means a lot. The reason why is because, excuse me. So it's like when I really hear them say like, yo, thank you, you know, it's because it means a lot to me, because it's like, this really is something we like really fought for.
Whether we get it or not, these kids know they have a bigger calling, and that this is just the beginning.
Definitely starting to change, because there's no other house like us, really.
I would have never thought I'd be here. And you know, it just shows you put work into something and you don't give up.
It shows like we have to prove what we're made of. It's like this is literally showtime right now. It's like we're showing everybody what we're capable of.
My whole goal for all of them is to elevate their true talent, because we're in the course of changing history here. When it's over and we get what we want, then there's a great reward at the end.
Y'all really want it.
Yes.
Foaming at the mouth.
Yes.
Black excellence isn't just fame, it's persistent. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah, persistence.
It's showing up when nobody's clapping.
It's parents pouring into kids. Teachers staying late. Leaders building bridges instead of brands.
So, Damian, you know, as we're closing our Black Excellent Now series, let me ask you this right here, Damian. What does Black history still means today for you?
Well, it means all the Black people that we have heard of, that we grew up with, that we learned from in the past, is all the Black community, all the Black families, just in general, you know, all coming together. It's like a celebration. It's love. It's joyful. It's just all the Blacks just coming together as one. That's what I think Black history means. It's celebrating all the Blacks. That's what I'm trying to say. Celebrating all the Blacks from the past, the present, and right now. So let me ask you that question. What do you think Black History Month means to you?
Well, what it means for me still today is, you know, just practically, you know, what you said, you know, we are honoring, you know, the past, and it's still relevant today, right? Whether people, you know, want to or not, and, you know, you can't erase Black excellence. You cannot. You can't wash away from it because these people still matter. They was a part of, because Black history is American history. Right? And that's why I want all of you guys to know, Black history is American history. These people, these important people, they're so very historic still today. They're still relevant. They're still relevant. And we need our kids to, learn about them. Right?
Like where they come from,
because Black history are getting away from the schools, and that's sad. That breaks my heart. Of why are we taking away Black history from schools? You could keep in all the other histories at school, right? But you're removing Black history. Why is that? Because you try to erase us. You can't erase us because we're here to stay, whether you like it or not. So get used to it. We are here to stay. So, hopefully, you guys can carry, and also we need to carry the work, beyond, February, right? Because Black history is 365 days, right? It's ongoing. It's ongoing. We need to not only celebrate. This is how I believe tonight. Probably you could attest to this. We should not only celebrate in the month of February. This should be a year-long thing, right?
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
So, Black history didn't end today, you guys. It did not end today because it's ongoing. February just gave us a space to just pause and just to acknowledge it, right? So after this month is over, you guys, continue on having those convo. Continue on having the conversations with your friends, with your family, with your kids, in schools, inside your communities. Keep on having these conversations so we can all come together.
Yes.
Love.
Embrace.
That's what it's all about. Love.
Exactly.
Love.
And our commitment doesn't end with the calendar because Black excellence is now and always. Stick around after this.
Black excellence now.
Always.
Always.